Testing. I had to come through. I had to come through with the audio test before we really dive into it. Hi, you guys. Oh, happy Friday. Geez, I really went back and forth about whether or not to do this. And I want this to be the last thing I ever say about this in public because there's no more lies that can possibly be told. All of the lies have been told. But there was a lie told, well, a few lies told today by that man that I wouldn't clear up if they were about me, but you know that since they're about my partner, I have to clear them up. And I really do feel conflicted because it's like I feel like he's telling these lies so that I will continue to engage. Hi, yeah. Okay. Happy Friday. All right, let's just go ahead and get into it. Oh my gosh. So, as y'all know, I achieved my goal of getting Mark the Manosphere terrorist, I'm going to call him MMT, permanently banned from YouTube so that he can't continue to monetize or brand his harassment of Black women. This is the world's second largest search engine. There is no other streaming video platform that compares. And so he can go elsewhere and try to rebuild. But I'm really confident that those efforts are going to be futile. There is no other YouTube, and that was the point. I woke up this morning feeling really triumphant. I felt really calm because I'm ready to get back to being the best version of Kimberly, the content creator. And as I've mentioned previously, all of this stuff happening in the background last year really sapped the joy out of this for me. And I just want to move on to the next part of my life. But I hate a liar. I hate a liar. And Mark is a prolific liar. I saw somebody say elsewhere, this whole thing is really silly. It is. It is silly. It's so silly and it's so stupid. And I wish that MMT would just go away forever and stop trying to lie about me or my romantic partner in order to make himself look better because it's not going to work. Okay, why are we here? I saw today that MMT was invited back on this platform by another content creator, and he said a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm going to be honest with you, stuff that don't even make sense. Okay. But he has a new narrative, a new lie. And well, let's start with the praise report. The praise report is that, he's tried to create new accounts. Every time he tries to create those new accounts, they are terminated almost immediately. So that's good. He is permanently banned from this platform, I know for sure. But he pops back up this morning to spin a new narrative about this months-long campaign against my partner. And now the new story is that all of this has taken place because of Malcolm. So from what I'm hearing in the Manosphere Discord or whatever Discord he has, and now what he is saying in public is that we would not be here if Malcolm, my partner, had not started this all. There's no evidence for this claim. There's no receipts, but you know who has receipts to the contrary? Me. As I mentioned in the last stream, I am raised by a high-achieving corporate Black woman, a corporate engineer, and she taught me from adolescence to take screenshots, get your PDFs, print your files, and assemble a dossier, okay? So, I promise y'all, just, I don't know, uh, boo me, tomato, 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 if I ever do another video like this ever again, but I have to do this, okay? Um, I have to share this because I'm really starting to think that this man is legitimately a sociopath. Obviously, I am not a clinician. I'm not a mental health care professional, but this is getting really weird. I do feel like he's incapable of feeling shame. And so I don't think that this is going to shame him. But I do want anybody who repeats the lies that this man says to look around, watch this video, and feel incredibly stupid. Let's start with at For Harriet, I saw the comment. So the name changed from breakfast to dinner. No. At For Harriet, it's dinner with Kimberly. On my eponymous channel, Kimberly Nicole Foster, is breakfast with Kimberly. Okay. He's gone for good. Let's talk about more important things. Well, you're free to make an exit, but I do feel like the slander of my partner is a really important thing. And the other thing that I'm going to say about this is I've been trying to avoid litigation for a long time because it's a lot of money that I don't think that I'm going to get back from them, especially now that he does not have a real income stream. And it's going to be a lot of time. I am, after today, pretty convinced that litigation is the only way. I was really trying to not do that because that means it's going to be paying me $100 a month or paying Malcolm $100 a month for the rest of his life. But it's really clear that if a permanent ban is not going to stop it, then litigation is it. I guess we're going to be in court. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. So, here's a comment posted by a user on a channel Mark appeared on today. The user said the issue for Mark, MMT, is Miss Brown Sugar is considered a public figure because he platformed her. Neither her, him, nor KNF can sue for real. The only one with even close to a case is the boyfriend, who's a private citizen and already won with YouTube. This legal shit against KF is going to be his new studio or cam up. Fellas, this is a lesson that we have to argue ideas only. Do not bring people's loved ones into the mud. I agree with that. Mark MMT replied in a new account that he tried to make, but was soon after terminated. The issue isn't about who is and who is not a public figure, but rather one of the matters of which I am not at liberty, or one of other matters which I am not at liberty to discuss publicly, as the matter is working its way through legal channels. Let the record also show that KNF's partner himself was featured on both her social media and certainly KNF's numerous times over the past year together and as recently as last month. Moreover, the record also shows that it was KNF's boyfriend that brought things into the mud via his Twitter by going after Miss Brown Sugar first, of which I can prove with timestamps over the summer of 2023. And completely unbeknownst to me until that fall, TLDR, they started the going personal. Please do not get mad when those you aim at return fire. And yes, the live studio will be completed this year. He posted this and deleted it just before that new account got terminated. Maybe he posted it and deleted it so quickly because he knew he was lying. But what would prompt you to tell such an atrocious lie? Why would you do that? So I guess we have to assess the first claim. I know. Be happy. Be happy. Look happy to be here, Kim. The first claim number 1, is my boyfriend a public figure because he's appeared on my social media? Obviously, no. I'm indisputably a public figure, but somebody appearing on the social media accounts of an influencer or a celebrity does not make them a public figure by default. That would mean every celebrity's family and friends automatically become public figures. That is not true. There is no legal precedent for that. It's complete nonsense. But do you know what might make my partner a public figure? He might be a public figure if I bragged about being a top 100 YouTuber, co-hosted a show with him on my top 100 YouTube channel, and released dozens of videos with him on that, quote, top 100 YouTube channel over 6 or so years. But that did not happen. He might be considered a public figure if he described himself as a content creator on his personal website, or if his employer or former employer, I do not know the details, described him as a content creator when they announced his hiring on their public Instagram account. He also might be considered a public figure if you could Google the name he used in those YouTube videos, public YouTube videos that he created with his employer or on his own, and find several interviews where he discussed with his legal name, his social justice work, his photography, and the impact he would like his work to have on the world. He also might be considered a public figure if he'd appeared in YouTube videos on his employer's channel, meaning more than one, discussing his social justice work and beliefs using his legal name, or had his YouTube channel where he explicitly addressed anti-racist themes. He might also be considered a public figure if in the description box of the videos on his employers or former employers, I'm not sure, public YouTube channel, they described him this way, quote, "She is a writer, storyteller, muse, and gentle prodder who encourages us to think deeper, not just about inequities and social justice, but also about our truer selves, our hidden parts, our foibles, our quirks. Her social media and blog posts push us. Her photography stimulates us, and her very being seems to rock us slightly off kilter in all the right ways." When that social justice nonprofit said in the description box of that YouTube video, quote, "Her social media and blog posts push us," were they talking about the many, many times she appeared on that abominable Black Manosphere platform using a pseudonym? Were they aware of that? Is that what they were endorsing? I'm not sure. Because honestly, I have gotten what I've wanted from this. I don't even really feel deeply invested in showing the screenshots of that. I have made a post about that on my newsletter. If you need actual evidence or actual receipts, that's in the description box down below. Let's move on to claim number 2. Malcolm is the one who made this situation personal. First of all, that claim is ridiculous because for MMT, this has always been personal. I guess this started because I, in January of last year, made a live stream, a video talking about the Passport Bros, quote, movement, and I subsequently made a couple more videos talking about the Manosphere as an entity and an ideology. But he, during that time and ever since, has not been able to stop himself from fixating on me, the individual, not Black feminism, not my worldview, but me, including my appearance, sex life, and who I was or wasn't dating. It's ironic, or is it ironic? Maybe it's par for the course because, again, MMT is a pathological liar. It's interesting that he says all the time, when the debate is lost, you go to slander or you go to personal attacks. He has personally attacks both me and my partner constantly over the past year. That's why what we are engaged in right now is not an ideological dispute. It is a leave people the fuck alone dispute. So let's do a quick review of the lowlights of Mark's 2023 uploads about me. He did a couple super long streams in early January. That was weird to me, but whatever. Then we get to Modern Feminist Calls Britney ... a pick me reaction that was published on January 18th, 2023. Now, this caught my attention because it was filled with all kinds of bizarre age and body shaming shit from two, I'm sorry, this is problematic, overweight middle-aged people. It contained lies about my relationship history and relationship status. I was in a relationship at that point, and I had recently gotten out of a 1-year-long relationship. At one point, MMT accused me of being a drunk driver. That was fun. And MMT, I want to be honest with you here. I want to be real. You can't afford to be talking all that shit. I'm not sure who you think you're fooling. Maybe the people on the Discord or the people on the other platform you're on now believe it. But we know you keep that camera off because your house is nasty and your teeth are fucked up. You're not in a position to be talking shit. So I let that roll. I responded to that video on March 14th, 2023 with a 50-minute long video called "The Men of the Manosphere Are Liars and So Are the Women Who Love Them," which turned out to be true. In that video, I expressed my utter disgust with that live stream from January, but I did not say any names and I didn't use any pictures. That was intentional. Because there's just a base level of, I don't know, boundaries and dignity that I assumed we were operating with here. I was wrong. Next, we got from him, okay, after my one response video on March 14th, March 16th, single women keep women single. Kimberly Foster proves it. I wasn't single, and I'm 99% sure that Mark knew that. We got on March 17th, is for Harriet a second paint sister too? That's the hardcore porn video. I learned yesterday that it's not softcore porn. It's hardcore porn, even if it's blurred out, okay? We got March 18th for Harriet Star Witness against brackets Mark falls flat on its face. Now, this video is really interesting because it is a video filled with lies about lies, because actually a lot of stuff in that video was true. Fascinating. We got March 20th, Modern Feminist's own alma mater proves that single women keep women single. Again, I know at this point he knew this was a lie because I have screenshots of comments where his people are commenting under the video. She has a boyfriend. She posted pictures on Valentine's Day. She posted pictures on her birthday, like just lying. Now, here's where things take a demented turn. I'm so sorry if you've heard this before, but I just want anybody who's new to not miss out on anything. And I want y'all to remember these dates. March 24th, 2023, does Kimberly want a high-value man? April 13th, overeducated Black feminist for Harriet thinks she's a 7, Lamau. Now, that is a 3-hour and 54-minute live stream. That's going to be important later. April 28th, who told at for Harriet at Kimberly Nicole Foster she's a 7, Lamau. May 25th, Kimberly Foster is ugly. May 25th, women like Kimberly Foster are delulu. May 31st, who told Kimberly Nicole Foster she's a 7? Okay, I want us together to watch the video that inspired all of those live stream. Oh, turn it down, turn it down. Share screen. Let's watch the 60 seconds that inspired so many videos.
All regular looking. There's something so interesting about the way that we engage with the beauty hierarchy that I'm a regular looking Black woman. And I always have to bite my tongue because so often it's those people who feel like they're just a tiny bit above you on the beauty hierarchy who be really trying to go in so hard. And I'm like, you're a regular looking Black woman too. We're all regular looking. There's something so interesting about the way that we engage with the beauty hierarchy that people who believe that they're a 7.7 will say to me, you ugly, nasty, big nose bitch, you're a 7.2. Shut your fucking mouth, ugly bitch. I'm a 7.5. I'm like, we all in the same boat. Baby, we see each other. It takes a lot of restraint to not be like, you could be my cousin. What are we talking about here? Depending on the street corner you're standing on, we're rated the same. But I don't say that. I don't say that because that's not productive. I'm a regular looking Black woman. And I always have to buy.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, I ate. Sorry, that was that was a good little TikTok, and I looked really cute in it. But the numbers that I'm using in that video are honestly, clearly, they're just placeholders, right? Like there's a larger point at play. But that man is not stupid. He knew it. He just wanted to be able to get his shit off and get my attention because I had started blocking him out. So again, we get overeducated Black feminist think she's a 7, April 13th, who told for Harriet at Kimberly Nicole Foster, she's a 7. April 28th, Kimberly Foster is ugly. May 25th, women like Kimberly Foster are delulu. May 25th, who told Kimberly Nicole Foster she's a 7? May 31st, 2023. Then we get to June 8th, are Black men's biggest problem, white patriarchy, are Black men. That is another response to me. Now, I am bringing this up because this has a clip in there. I'm sorry if you've heard this. I'm sorry.
Are Black men's biggest problem white patriarchy? This seems to be the argument that Miss Kimberly Nicole Foster is making. She's been somewhat quiet ever since the sucking paint dust up a few months back. She's been a bit quiet, and good on her for being quiet. I mean, she's not quite as dim as she looks. She knows when to pipe down. That's good. It's a good thing for a woman to know when to pipe down. That's good. Miss Foster evidently does not understand that the man has eyes and ears everywhere. You could say it's something like KGB, and it will not be long before it gets back to me. I'm very proud of the fact that I make my money from BFF. I'm very proud of that fact. As a matter of fact, Kim, you're very good business for me. That's the reason why I talk about you so much. If you haven't noticed something about me by now, I only talk about people that are profitable to me. If I don't talk to you or talk about you, it's probably because you don't make me money. That's probably the reason for it. I tend to talk about people that make me money. That's what I'm good at.
Okay, so I saw a comment in the chat saying that the audio is getting wonky. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if something's happening. I'll try to troubleshoot as we go along. Yeah. So that was him saying that I was not responding to that series, deluge, wave of content that was intentionally, I believe, trying to prompt a reaction from me. I wasn't. I was blocking it out, wasn't even crossing my radar, didn't care. I was just trying to live my best, happily in love, financially stable life. I was doing great at that. He acknowledges it. On June 8th, 2023, my boyfriend published a tweet that MMT says started all of this. Let's look at the tweet, and I know everybody prepare yourselves. Tishka, get those copyright takedown fingers ready. If this gets taken down, I'll edit it and re-upload it. Okay. He's saying on June 8th, the Black Manosphere is so damn wildly unserious, dog. Them MF will shit on Black women about weight and age all day. Then this will be the women they go lay up with at night. Talk about hypocrisy, crying, laughing. Now, Do I support the fat phobia and ageism of that tweet? Not really. Not really. No, I can't say I do. But I do support fairness. And we can go back down memory lane and have a little flashback to Tishka sitting beside MMT, sniggling and giggling when this happened last January.
It's that time to whoop that trick.
In today's episode of Whoop That Trick.
Are you familiar with Kimberly Foster? Are you familiar with her work?
No.
She's been around for quite some time. She's been around for the better part of a decade.
I don't know. Where's her man? If someone wants to call me a pick-me, fine, but I sleep very well at night.
Kim built like a Tijuana 5, and that she's got offended. Nothing is hated more than a black man with standards. A Tijuana 5, dang. I didn't know such a thing existed. A Tijuana 5.
That's Tijuana.
Well, she is from Oklahoma City, so I don't know. Is she Oklahoma 6? I don't know. I don't know if that's Oklahoma City 6. I don't know what that is, but a Tijuana 5.
That's deep.
That's pretty hard.
Maybe that's a byproduct if I just like myself more at 33. I'm a lot more comfortable in who I am.
Did she just say I didn't peak? I didn't hit my peak?
That's what she said.
Madam. Okay, so let me take this down here. Let me take this down. I want you to look at the compare and contrast. Miss Kimberly is on the left. Miss Brittany is on the right. And keep in mind, she did not peak until now. I want you to I'm going to take this down so you can look at the thumbnail, and then we'll come. Madam, if that is your idea,
I love my job.
If that is your idea of peaking, madam, you have now considered yourself at your peak, madam. Someone referred to you in the chat room as a Tijuana 5, madam. Not an Acapulco 5, not a Mexico City 5, not even a Sinaloa 5, but a Tijuana 5. Okay, that's your peak. Yeah, exactly. Well, that goes back to what you were saying, that dialogue in her mind that, you know,
she's a whiny winner.
Yeah.
All right. So when fat middle-aged people sit and talk shit for hours, and they've been fat and middle-aged for the duration of their relationship, I do think it's normal for somebody to say, wait, what's going on here? What the fuck are y'all talking about? Now, again, was the tweet the peak of social justice language? No. But after everything that had transpired in this 5 months before that, I get it. Now, here's the real question here. How on earth could Malcolm have started this on June 8th, 2023, when all of that other stuff had already taken place? Maybe it's just a coincidence that the very next day, June 9th, 2023, Mark published Who Told Kimberly Foster She's a 7? Again. That's the 5th upload of a variation of Kimberly Nicole Foster is ugly. Who told her she's cute? 5. What a coincidence. All right. MMT went on to publish Professional Matchmaker explains why Kimberly Nicole Foster is really butthurt on June 12th, 2023. On July 4th, he published Kimberly Nicole Foster's Modern Woman Talking Points Are an Old Story. Now, I believe Mark is lying about not seeing my partner's tweet. Let's go back to this. I believe that the assertion that he did not know anything about the tweet that allegedly started this all until September 2023 is completely false. So false, so crazy and nonsensical. He read it back and realized it didn't make any fucking sense and deleted it right before that new account got deleted. But those are the kinds of lies that I've been dealing with. So I do believe he's lying about not seeing Malcolm's tweet, but I had no idea what was happening on MMT's YouTube channel, or honestly, that my boyfriend was responding to it. We don't follow each other on Twitter because, I'd be getting into some, Twitter dust ups. I was living a very blissful, ignorant life until early August when I saw that MMT was live streaming and my face was in the thumbnail. And the video was called Modern Black Women and Their Mystery Men. I hopped in the live stream. I saw that a large chunk of the video was about how I am lying about being in a relationship. This is August 10th, 2023 to be exact. I already told you before that I thought in March that this man was lying about not knowing I was in a relationship. I certainly believe that he was lying in August. Okay, so I know he's lying actually at this point. He knows I'm in a relationship. I'm madly in love. I can't stop talking about it. We're posting the pictures. And during the live stream, I did get into the mud with pigs. And I commented in the chat, "Why are you telling this lie?" Something like that. When he was saying, they say they have boyfriends, but we never see him. Kimberly Nicole Foster says she has a man, but we never see him. That's just a blatant lie. Not only was that false in my case, but now looking back, I find that assertion to be incredibly ironic because when I first saw Tishka's Instagram account, the very first thing that struck me was that she had so many pictures. I mean, she is a professional photographer after all. But there were no pictures of her and MMT together on her Instagram. Pictures with friends, pictures at her alma mater, pictures at work, but no pictures of your boyfriend of 15 years on your Instagram. That's weird to me. So, now I have to look back and be like, Kim, what was going on with you there? It has been really difficult for me to come to terms with the fact that there are old ass men literally old enough to be my father, who lie like that and behave like that. I told y'all before, my boyfriend said to me, "You are befuddled, you are confused because you did not grow up around abusive men. Consider yourself lucky. You were surrounded by great men, that this is completely foreign to you." Yeah, I could not even recognize it. So, after I'm like, "Why the fuck are you lying about this in the chat?" I log off and I'm pissed, but I'm really curious. And I take a look around all of these uploads that I've missed over those months, and I look in the comments of one of those several uploads, and I scroll through the comments, and I see in those comments there's something that makes me really concerned. I become so concerned about what I saw in the comments that same day, during a meeting with an executive at YouTube that was supposed to be about a project that I've been a part of for almost a year, I discussed what I saw and I started to cry. Let me pull up the email. This is an email that I sent her on August 10th, 2023. "Hi, blank. It was good talking to you today. I wanted to follow up on our conversation. I have completely accepted that people will come after me and my point of view, but I've been distressed by attempts to dox my partner and my family." I will say he has not tried to dox my family. That's another thing that was going on. "It feels terrible to have inadvertently put the people you care about at risk. Thanks so much for giving me space to share those feelings. I didn't realize how much I'd been holding in. Best, Kim." That's on August 10th. Okay. Attached to this email, there is a screenshot of what I found to be particularly distressing. Let's take a look at that screenshot. So if you've been following this drama, you've likely seen this before. It's him saying, I mean, do we want to really go through it? I guess we can. I'm sorry to tell you, bruh, but Kim got a man, high value too. I see him around Dallas all the time. Gotta let that talking point go. He responds, who is he? What's his name? You know mine and what I do. Do you know his and what he does? Until you come back with those details, I'll keep my talking points just the way they are. Thank you very much. He says, I'm not here to stop the movement, but I'm not about to dox that dude either. I don't know him like that, but he seems solid from who he be around. MMT says, well, again, I don't think it's very sporting for people to talk smack about me when my name and face is out there and others get to take pot shots like some sniper knockoff. If Kim is going to talk smack, she should be prepared to get that same work right back at her. And she doesn't need any white knights jumping out the window for her either. Okay, so that's that. Now, this is just a fluke. This is an accident that worked out well for me. I use browser apps that work with YouTube to give me deeper insight into YouTube metrics. And so I sent this screenshot to the person at YouTube on August 10th. In this screenshot, there is a number of weeks next to the username. And that number of weeks indicates how long ago that message was posted. If you look at that screenshot, you'll see that those first two interactions where MMT is asking for my partner's name and occupation says 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks before I took the screenshot on August 10th would have been the second week of July. Let's go back to that reply that MMT quickly deleted. Okay, Malcolm got personal over the summer of 2023, but I had no idea about this. It was completely unbeknownst to me until the fall. Okay. My partner made it personal, but he had no idea, MMT had no idea it was personal until the fall of right. So if he didn't know that Malcolm tweeted those images of Tishka until the fall, then why was he looking for Malcolm's name and occupation in July? What's the motivation for that? The comment says, if Kim is going to talk smack, then she should get it right back. That's directed at me, not Malcolm. Now, this is where MMT has to decide which lie he's going to tell. Are you looking for my boyfriend who is not a content creator and who has right around 500 Twitter followers because I have been talking crap about you? If so, when was I talking crap and where? At this point in the summer, almost fall of 2023, I am so distraught by this man's ongoing harassment, or I am so distraught by everything that has happened. You know, like I dropped in on that. I'm going to keep talking about her in June, and then I check back out again. I just decide from March on, when that porn got posted, I'm going to go underground. I made a couple videos, a couple streams after that, but like rarely, okay? And so by the summer, I'm so distraught and concerned that I'm not making YouTube videos. I'm only posting behind the paywall. I'm only posting on Patreon. I explicitly rebutted only one of Mark's mini videos about me. And again, that was the video I posted on March 14th, 2023 that did not mention names and did not feature any images. So I want to make this interactive now. This is a challenge. Y'all review my YouTube channel, review my Instagram, review my Twitter, and tell me how many times I have named this man. Okay, so that's for y'all. Leave it a comment down below. Now, the other lie, the other option for the lie is MMT looking for my boyfriend in July of 2023 because he saw my boyfriend's Twitter and Instagram accounts? He saw that we were connected because we do on Instagram post pictures of each other. He saw on Twitter that my boyfriend is and has been an outspoken critic of the Manosphere, and he wanted to get back at me and embarrass Malcolm. Gotta choose a lie. Gotta choose a lie because all of those things cannot coexist. You gotta choose one. All right, let's move on. So I sent the email on August 10th. On August 11th, I'm like, look, let's figure this out. I made the horrible mistake on August 11th, 2023 of trying to reason with this man. Now, I'll say that top, I know it might sound like a threat, but it's not a threat. I'm really trying to say, like, be real. Do you would not want me to dox your partner, so why would you want to do that to me? Like, let's come to an understanding here. Let's do the cost benefit analysis. But that was when I thought I was dealing with a reasonable, genuinely thoughtful, not completely unhinged person. So, there's a lot going on in these screenshots. There's a whole lot happening in this back and forth. This was a Saturday. I've learned that people who are actually influential don't go around telling everyone about it. Well, I'm me. I'm pretentious. It simply speaks for itself. At any rate, I said what I said. Your man has an open invitation to join me and other Black men at the Black Manosphere Conclave. Okay, so here on August 11th, he is acknowledging that I have a man in this interaction. And he's inviting my man in this interaction in an insane way to the Black Manosphere Conclave. Okay, so we're at August 11th. So how, if you didn't know about it until the fall, all right. In the meantime, you've already set your sights on my lady, furthering undermining your We Are Family premise like so many Black feminists past and present. You don't give a damn about Black women because if you did, you would have been a true sister and reached out to her back when you were venting butthurt about Brittany Renner. This is in August. He is referencing a video I made again on March 14th, 2023, 5 months earlier, in which I did not name either of them, did not post any images, but also expressed my extreme disgust at both of their character. Why would I want to be cool with somebody who was co-signing that? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Yet another sister you didn't hesitate to throw under the bus for daring to suggest that a woman put the work in for a man who is worthy of it. That is not what Brittany Renner says. And honestly, it didn't quite work out for Brittany either. Everyone and their grandmama knows how deeply insecure you are about your looks and how you blame any and everyone about it other than yourself. I am cute as fuck. That's the thing that I do not understand. Like, I'm not sure why y'all keep harping on that. And I don't know why those people, I don't want to take it there, but those people need to stop. My lady friend merely made that observation about you regarding Renner, and you've never been right since, so there. So there. This man said, so there. To me, when I'm saying, let's not start that doxing shit. I'm saying, let's not start that doxing shit. And he apparently has been holding this in. And that is his response. Huh? My lady friend has far more important fish to fry than being worried about being outed by the likes of you. Honestly, she thinks you're batshit crazy. And that's being diplomatic about it. That's your response to me saying, look, let's not do this. Let's not do that. Now, I do think that lady's on some bullshit. I do. That lady is on some embarrassing bullshit. But let's not start that. Okay. So I'm saying, don't dox my partner, and he's saying, let's compare y'all's CVs. Let's continue. I say, I couldn't care less about what either of you thinks of me. You're both bottom of the barrel trolls. It's true. I'm saying that it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't want to be more careful about protecting the privacy of your partner and her children, because that would be at the forefront of my mind. Trying to reason. I'm trying to reason. You know that lady is on some embarrassing bullshit. You know that lady is on some embarrassing bullshit. Why are you playing with me? So he responds, LOL. All evidence to the contrary says otherwise. You very much care what we think, my dear. Weird. It's fucking weird. And I see you're still operating off of erroneous information by way of Donovan. Oh, I shouldn't have said that name. Sorry. I wasn't trying to, because I don't mess with that man either. No, it actually wasn't erroneous. It actually wasn't. It was actually true. So that's that. Just lying. At any rate, don't you have a beach chair? Shout out to August. Enjoying your best life with your wonderful, quote, high value man. Now, I want to reiterate to you, he is confirming to me here that he knows that I'm in a relationship, but still making content about me not being in a relationship and being a liar. I said, I am not a malicious person. I'm saying, do to me only what you would want done to you. Have a great weekend. Simple. And then we get more of this. Yes, keep right on proving everything I've been saying about your ilk for the longest time. 100% correct. Black feminism, and by extension, Black feminists suck. You are rank hypocrites intent on trauma bonding with Black women who truly need help. And you don't give a damn about, I'm sorry, but MMT was working on that. He has been ruminating on that rant and waiting to be able to get it off on me. Because what the fuck does that have to do with this? What is going on? You don't give a damn about them other than to build up the much overrated social media clout and the relatively few shekels the intellectual ghettos the Black feminism machine generates. The relatively few shekels. All right. You're begging people to help you pay your internet bill. And all right. Okay. My lady friend dared to disagree with you, a fellow Black woman who is in every way your peer and in a lot of ways your superior, respectfully, objectively. She's 20 years older than me. We are not comparing CVs. We're not. And you simply couldn't handle that. Everyone saw that, Cam, just as they see everything I'm laying out here right now. You're living proof that what Mahatma Gandhi said was actually true. First they ignore you, then they mock you, then they fight you, and then you win. What the fuck is going on here, you guys? It's not me. 'Cause, Okay. First of all, it's just, nonsense. But also, as I've said repeatedly, disagreements are whatever, okay? Getting up and sitting next to that and doing that and co-signing that and being a part of that over several years is some deeply insane, fucked up shit on another level. I am disgusted by anybody who does that. Are you okay? Are you doing well? Do you need some help? Let us know, because if you're fine, then that's fucking sick. I believe that then, I believe that now. Again, this is my fault. I was trying to reason with this man like he's a normal person. And, my lack of experience with crazy elders just really hit me upside the head. I assumed that after a conversation about, hey, let's not do that partner shit, we would come to an agreement and say, oh, okay, that's a great idea. Let's move on from this. That is not what happened. He published another version of Modern Black Women and Their Mystery Men on August 14th, 2023. Now, here we see that we know he's lying because he acknowledged to me that I have a man on August 11th, right? Okay. Message to Kimberly Foster published August 23rd. Kimberly Foster's husband published August 23rd. Kimberly is Destroying Black Women published August 23rd. There's more, but let's go ahead and skip to September, when MMT messages my boyfriend on Instagram and Facebook. I'm sorry, you've probably seen this before. We just have to tell the story in a complete way. Okay, these are the messages that he sent to my boyfriend on Instagram and Facebook the first week of September, the first or second week of September, early September. Ooh, when did we go to Cabo? It was early September. Okay. So you can look at this message. Okay. If Malcolm is the enemy, if Malcolm is talking all this shit, if Malcolm started this disagreement, why are you gingerly sliding into his DMs trying to buddy up? You learn in September, allegedly, that for all of these months over the summer, he's talking shit about your partner. What's with the tone of that? Okay, it simply doesn't make sense. Now we can revisit, because I didn't want to have to write it out again. We can pull up the email that I sent to YouTube's legal department, because this is when there was a real snowball that started. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of pop-ups. Shout out to the 5,000 people. Subscribe to the newsletter. All right. So because I didn't want to redo everything, this is when he starts really ramping it up, posting pictures of Malcolm on the community tab, side by sides of me. That's a fake bag over my face, over my head. He's doing Who Wore It Best. This is another side by side with a digital bag over my head. These are more side by sides of us. This is us on Malcolm's birthday trip in Cabo. This is another one that he's posted this was on his YouTube community page. In addition to making these weird ass memes, he's also reposting tweets from Malcolm. This is October. We're in October, November, December of 2023. That's what he's doing. If you need a better look at what we're doing here, it's this kind of stuff. It's this kind of stuff. Allegedly, because Malcolm posted a tweet in June of 2023. This stuff is posted October, November, December. Cool. Of course, it's not just happening on the YouTube community tab. He is uploading those things to his Instagram account. He's putting them on his website. He's also being weirdly fixated with Malcolm on Twitter. This is an example. Of course, there's many more tweets. Even on tweets where Malcolm is not mentioning the Manosphere or the Black Manosphere or incels or the conclave, he's doing weird stuff like this. And actually, this tweet, Malcolm's tweet is objectively correct, right? Like, yeah. It's an obsession. It's an obsession. So that is that. You will find nothing like that from me, nothing like that from Malcolm. Now, when does it start to heat up? This man has said that both me and my partner have been nonstop mentioning Tishka all last year. Find where I mentioned Tishka's name before October 26, 2023. It doesn't exist. Find where I talked about her between March 14th, when I mentioned her in a video about her comments and behavior without saying her name or posting an image, and October 2023. It doesn't exist. All of this has happened after we start getting who wore it best, and look at what Malcolm is tweeting about the Manosphere, and here's his LinkedIn. Yeah, the LinkedIn got posted on October 20th, 2023. On October 20th, 2023, I sent another email to another YouTube executive because I could feel the momentum. This was a different, higher up executive at YouTube. I also attached these screenshots that I'm showing about and you can look on my Substack, on my newsletter, where I really went into more detail in the legal letter I sent to YouTube, where he literally said, when I am still saying, let's not do that doxing shit, stop it right now. And he says, keep the Black Manosphere's name out of your mouth and all will be well. This is after he has reached out to Malcolm. Again, not a content creator, very small Twitter account, on Instagram and Facebook, trying to do what? I don't know. Trying to bait him into, I don't know, a battle for my love and affection. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Let's wrap this up. I got what I wanted. I wanted that man gone from here. He's gone, permanently banned, shall never return. I have it in writing. You can't beat that man is never coming back. I'm ready to move on, but we can't move on until this man stops lying. And again, I mentioned we're at a point where, like, if a permanent ban doesn't do it, my biggest regret in all of this was ever trying to reason with that man. I deeply regret ever trying to broker a deal and say, look, talk all the shit you want about me. Leave this person out of it. I regret doing that after the porn video, because I really did not want my partner to be caught up in this dumb shit. Whoever said it was dumb, yes, it's fucking dumb. I was genuinely trying to protect his privacy. Genuinely trying to not have him experience all of this mental anguish. That man chose this. He could still have his YouTube channels right now if he had made a different choice. That's crazy to me. He could have been talking all the shit, all the Kimberly Foster is ugly shit he wanted on YouTube, getting the super chats. If not for that, I tried to reason with him because I did not know what I was dealing with. I did not know that he had a pattern of doing this to women. I didn't know that he brags about it. I want to make this public, hopefully for the final time, so that if anyone else encounters this person, that they will know what to expect. I was blindsided. Finally, I want to say, if you still follow that man after all this, you're weak and you're stupid. I think Mark also feels like you're weak and you're stupid. He lies like that because he can. He seems to understand that he can blatantly lie, say things that make no sense, things that are completely incoherent, tell stories that don't even remotely match up. And y'all will continue to cash app him bill money. I want this man to stop coming over here. He's not. I wish he would stop trying to create accounts that will immediately be terminated, but he's going to keep doing it. I wish that he would stop lying about my partner who did nothing but tweet out his honest thoughts to his 500 Twitter followers after he had spent months talking the most reprehensible bullshit about me. It's extremely embarrassing and undignified. I want to reiterate, for some reason, well, I know the reason. He keeps talking about, what did he say? She got intellectually dog walked. I'm sorry. An old, unhinged, broke, pathological liar could never intellectually dog walk me. Like, that's not what goes on around here. A raggedy, begging liar could never intellectually humble me. We've never even come close to getting into any kind of intellectual, scholarly, high-minded repartee. I will not allow it. People who do that don't get to debate me. Okay. As I mentioned, that this is a leave people the fuck alone dispute. And because he couldn't do that, that man is going to be using $10 cash apps to pay his bills for the foreseeable future. All you had to do was make good choices. Now we got to talk to you like you're in kindergarten. All you had to do was make good choices. One of the reasons why I'm not afraid of litigation here is because I know for sure this man will not be able to keep his life straight. You can't keep him straight on YouTube. You can't keep him straight on a stream. You can't keep him straight in the writings. You're not going to be able to keep him straight in a deposition. And honestly, who knows what he's telling that woman? That's why I don't even have a desire to drag that lady anymore. Who knows what he's telling that woman? I do hope that when they go to the Philadelphia police or the Dallas police or wherever they're going to have me arrested and charged for harassment, that they get the story straight, storyboard it out, map it out, brainstorm, do a mind map, walk through it, rehearse it, because this is not making any, it doesn't make any sense. And finally, no, I will never believe that all of this was to defend Tishka's honor. No, this was pure ego. This was pure ego and something else, because if you really wanted to spare that lady embarrassment, you could have simply stopped lying. So anyways, that's that. Y'all do with it what you will. I don't ever want to mention this ever again. I won. I won. Why are you coming over here creating new losses for yourself? I won. We did it, Joe. Like, build your new life. And that's that. What about the content creators who still have them on their platforms? So they are not supposed to be able to appear. He's not supposed to be able to appear on other people's platforms. I've, reported them. Y'all can report them, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm also getting out of the business. Look, my goal one of my goals for 2024 was to get that man permanently banned from YouTube. It's happened. So I don't want to dedicate more time to being the MMT police. I don't want to be chasing him around YouTube I don't. If you see something, let me know. I can share it, but I got work to do. I have things to do. He is going to be floundering for a minute. And that was the point. Whoa, okay. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Anyways, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm looking at this. I'm just looking at the comments. Oh, thank you, Dean. I appreciate you. Thank you, Trey. Yes. We have it's going to be a good time. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate y'all. It's been crazy. It's definitely been a time, definitely been crazy. I'm trying to go back and see if I missed anything. I have yet to see any, there's I have receipts, I have evidence, I have timestamps. Do you? You have time to write a whole book about me, responding to my tweets and my videos, but you don't have time to prove that you're not a disgusting liar? Why not? Why not? I gotta go. It's Friday. We're gonna hang out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. I'm never doing this. I'm never talking about this ever again. We're done. We're done. There's no more lies to be told. We're done. Oh, before we really get into it, I am expecting a copyright takedown, so I will re-upload it when that comes. Don't be alarmed.